What's going on, folks? Welcome to the Lemonade Podcast. I'm your host, Frank. If you've been rocking with us for the past 7 episodes, you've made it to the completion of season 1. So congratulations. But if you are new here at the Lemonade Podcast, we go by the saying, when life gives you lemons, we make lemonade and we pour it onto the world. And with that, we hope to encourage, inspire, and empower those of you tuning in. Not only that, but also our guests. Now, today we're doing things a little different. We don't have just one guest. We'll have a couple. Along with that, we'll have the rest of the Lemonade team. We got Mike P, and then also Matt. And Matt has many different aliases. Yes. But we're just sticking to Matt today. So just real quick before we get started, though, I just want to give a quick shout out to Chula Vista Brewery here on 3rd Ave. So yes, Chula Vista Brewery for having us, for hosting us. Another big shout out is to everybody that's here today that's been supporting it. We have a live audience, so make noise for yourselves. There you go, yeah. So thanks for showing up. So,
I don't put me on the spotlight like that. I didn't know you were gonna give me the microphone.
Yeah.
So, thank you everybody for coming over. I really appreciate it. I'm so nervous to be here, by the way.
Good.
So I'm just gonna express that, just maybe get the jitters out of the way. But yeah, we're excited. Thank you guys all for watching the season. I know it's a work in progress, but it's been such a awesome journey doing the whole social media thing, working with Matt and obviously our host Frank here. But thank you guys so much.
Hey, Matty Ice, any words?
Yeah, I guess you'll just have to listen to the episode or watch it on YouTube to find out what we say, because I don't think anybody can hear us.
Yeah, you're more than welcome to scoot on in. So, yeah. But this is the beginning of it. We're here. This is what I like to call the wrap up episode, because we wrapped up season 1. 1 through 7. We got a little bit of merch going. When I brought the idea to Matt, I knew I always tell the story to people, but it's like I knew that he was really down because of the fact that I got him to smile. If you know Matt as well as I do, I think that's a bit of a challenge to get him to do that. He's a pretty serious dude, but when I explained everything that I wanted to do with the Lemonade movement in general, like he sat there, he was just looking down, really pensive, and he just like got this smirk. And when he did that, I was like, I got him. And then I remember when I had just mentioned about the Lemonade movement and all that to Mike, and I didn't have when it came to Matt, I wanted him to be on the team. I wanted him to be a part of. I asked him. When it came to Mike, he just wanted to know what it was about. He didn't have an idea of anything that I was talking about. Not that he ever does. But he was just like, hey man, what is this whole Lemonade thing? And I didn't even get done explaining what it was or everything that I incorporated into it, and he was just down. He said, how can I be a part of it?
Yeah, that's definitely.
He won't admit to this, but I remember him saying, how can I be down? How can I be a part of it? How can I fund it? I remember those words.
That is true. I did say I could either fund it or be a part of it. That's what I said.
So, yeah.
But luckily, you know what I mean, being a part of it has been amazing too. So
we're ready for the funding part.
We're ready for the funding part.
Yeah. But I'm just here today just to really just for a couple reasons. One is to thank everyone who supported us from day one. From when I was telling Tony when we went to get ramen, I was like, hey, I got this idea, this concept for this whole Lemonade movement. and she thought it was the cutest thing. She even said, "Oh, I like the dad puns, dad jokes and stuff." I remember her saying that, and I was like, "Yeah, you know." I tell my daughter this when she was born, they gave me the birth certificate, but also that certification of, you know, I have my dad jokes now, so I'm good to go for life, and I hope she knows that. And thanks to my daughters, you know, she's here today. I'm grateful to have her. Yes, good for you, daughter. She's actually she has a hand in the Lemonade podcast and everything we do. The logo is actually her hand holding that. I made her do some things like that, and she's like, whatever, bro, and she's here for it. Unfortunately, she kind of has to be. So, but she's been supportive as well, and I thank you for that, and I love you. I want to thank the guys, the team, Matt and Mike, for one, just going along with the idea of the Lemonade movement, the podcast, the drip, which we have now available, and anything else that, you know, that's come after that as far as the idea. Matt being, like I said, a very quiet and reserved from what I can tell, but when I told him, hey, go ahead and take care of the YouTube channel, he was like, all right. Took up on that task, a very challenging one, and glad that he took it up on that, so I didn't have to. And then Mike, when he said, I want to be down, I said, I don't have anything really, but go ahead and run social media. And he was like, all right. So that was one more thing off my fucking plate. Pardon my French. It's better than my Russian. But I'm very grateful for these two because they took up on those roles, they took up on those tasks, and they just, I don't know, man. Both of them been doing so great. Far beyond what I could even imagine, and I'm a pretty creative dude, but these guys went above and beyond. And to be honest, the dopest part about watching them through the process is just their growth. You know, you guys, with everything you make for social media, you know, all the promotions and all that, and then Matt just going off and having fun on the YouTube channel, and we've got some pretty dope feedback from that, and I love that, so I appreciate that. I do, however, in the beginning. And I still, to this day, think that Matt takes shots at me during the you know, the videos. But you know what? That's okay. I'm just happy to have him on the team, have Mike on the team.
Competition.
There you go.
And I to have some shots at Mike and
yes,
Tony.
let's throw shots at Mike for once. No, but I'm very grateful for you guys for believing in the dream, for being a part of it, and not only that, but for taking up on these tasks, these roles, and just. Man, just going all out with it. And like I said, for me, the biggest thing for me is like watching y'all grow in that, and just I can't wait to see next season because I know we're gonna just like keep going above and beyond.
Yeah, we're gonna turn it up a little bit more.
Yeah,
and I think the crazy part was my inspiration going based off just the movement that you already were saying, and then when you were saying, hey, maybe we could put you in social media, my idea was like, well, shit, I already do memes. Like, maybe we could take that energy and maybe put it on some flyers, some promo videos. But even throughout that whole process, I learned how to make like the promo videos and even the new designs of all the flyers and all that stuff. That was probably like the most challenging part, because being creative when you're making that, it took it to another level and I think we had this conversation before when. At first, I was like, oh, well, maybe if I do it this style, because this is what I like. Mm-hmm. And then I decided, let's just do something more related to the individual that we were interviewing within the podcast. And I thought that was when it started kind of like changing for me as far as like the promo and the flyers. I just wanted to integrate it so it could be like, hey, this is about them. Because that's literally the whole platform. That's what you sold me on, right? Like, hey, let's give people opportunity for someone who maybe they doubt themselves when maybe they don't have the confidence enough, or maybe they just need a platform somewhere, someone just to share like, hey, you're dope. Let's throw you out there. And that to me was just kind of like, that's really cool. And then hopefully, you know, later down the line when we were talking about was maybe we're being able to monetize the situation, and then, you know, giving back to the community, children who need like field trips and school supplies and stuff like that. Like to that, all that together was kind of like, I was sold just from the get go. And then, you know what I mean? And it's one of those things, because I know you keep saying it was like, this is your baby, this is your baby. But then it's like, then me and you put so many hours in, and then you're like, it's almost like our baby too, right? Yeah. So it's like you got your section, my section, then you got like your section and whatever. But it's been such a challenging process, but it's been so fun, like really fun.
Yeah, no, definitely. I'm having fun with it. That's the selfish part of it, is I get to talk to people, and if you know me well, know I like to talk. So this kind of helps. But yeah. Matt, anything?
Yeah, I was just going to say that as exciting of an adventure as it's been so far, learning how to use DaVinci to edit the video and the footage and get it posted to YouTube and figure out how to put little jokes and stuff in there and do the zoom in and all that little stuff. I'm more excited for what we have coming down the pipeline in terms of all the like little projects and ideas that we've talked about in terms of expanding beyond just a podcast to coming up with, like ideas for like sketches and stuff. But I don't know how much Frank wants to get into that.
Yeah, I don't know how much we want to expose season 2.
No, there's no real need to right now because we still got another season before all that happens. So,
but just so you know, the ideas as we move forward, as we get more creative, the idea is to incorporate everyone who's already been a part of the podcast. So everyone will have an opportunity to contribute as we move forward.
Yeah. I like what Mike said with the baby, and I'm gonna bring somebody on right now, cause this is our baby. We're the baby's daddy, right? But we actually have our first episode, and I told her this, so she better be ready to come up here. And I told her she's the doula, because she was there to help birth our episode. And Graceful, if you can come up. Yeah.
Hello.
Welcome to the wrap up. Yeah, happy to have you here. But yeah, I remember jokingly we did the first episode, and I know we forgot a couple of things, and I'll always put that on me. But when we went out to celebrate, we had a beer, and I'm like, yo, this is the baby, this is the birth, you were here for it. I'm like, you're the doula.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So thank you for believing in what we're trying to do here, and for being our first guest. So,
of course.
How you been?
It's been a pleasure, and it was fun. I've been good since the first episode. Definitely stayed creative.
Good.
Had some lemons during that time as well, but I I was actually in the hospital for a little bit because I had a back injury. But even then, I was like, well, I can't work right now, but I'm still going to create something, whether it was music. I even got into photography. Had you to inspire me a little bit.
Good. No, we're here, and we're here for it. We're here to encourage, inspire, and empower.
So it's been good.
Good. I'm happy. I'm happy that you're here. We get to showcase your talent, and I put you on as a musician on the promos because to me, once again, what I saw, that was the first thing that really stood out to me. And you're, like you said, you're a jack of all trades: photography, you paint, you sing. Who knows what the fuck else you're gonna be doing? So I'm happy to have you, and thank you for being here.
Thank you. Of course. So,
if there's anyone you want to give a shout out to?
Shout out to Tony.
Yeah, Tony. Hey, Tony.
I wouldn't have met you if she wasn't wearing my merch.
Yeah, same. Yeah, she had a shirt on. I was like, hey, who's that? And here's the thing. That's been like two years since 2020, I believe.
Yeah.
And the shirt is dope. Yet I'm still waiting on the I'm still waiting on the hoodie. That will be forever.
I'm so sorry.
But thanks for being here. For once again, like we always say, thanks for sharing your story, your time, and your energy, and being a part of the Lemonade. Not only just the podcast, but the movement. Hoping that through your story, once again, we get to just inspire those people that are going through it, and just you're exactly what we were looking for when it comes to the podcast and the movement itself. So thank you. So cheers to you.
Cheers.
Relax. Also, these are her coasters.
Ooh, they're cute.
But, yeah. Anyway. But yeah, so we're gonna have a couple different guests. At least the ones that just show up. You're good. Yeah. Thank you. No, that's fine. If there's anything else, all right, cool. Now you're good.
Just one thing I would add. Wish I could have talked more on the first episode.
Yes.
We all agree.
Everyone agrees that we wanted to hear more of your story.
You are it's kind of like the firstborn child. Like
Yeah.
it's like we're
The
learning.
neglected
We're
one.
learning. Yeah.
The guinea
We're like,
pig.
Yeah. Basically, you said it.
I had one child and I got it right.
Yeah.
Right, Penelope? I got it right on the first one.
You're supposed to say it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was he originally he kept saying like I don't think we should post the first. I feel bad,
Yeah.
but maybe we shouldn't post the first episode just because it was so short.
Yeah.
And I told him, I was like, nah, leave it, because I think that's the whole point. You know, the progress from like that moment, which I guess like you just said, the lack of better words, guinea pig,
Yeah.
to like what it is now. And I wish that I did give you the same promo I did give everyone
It's
else. Like, I'm so
okay.
sorry, but I tried my best.
appreciate it.
You know,
But had it not been for you showing up, you know, who
100%.
Yeah.
So
100%.
to the doula,
To the movement.
graceful.
Yeah. Thank you.
Who else we have back? Oh, so you know we're gonna do it chronologically here, and I think there's only 3 of you from the episode, so from season 1. So we're gonna bring Jorgie up, if you don't mind. Yeah, there he is. Yay, Jorgie!
How's it going?
Hey.
How are you?
Doing good.
I think you need to do the handshake.
The handshake. Oh, hey, hi, Jorgie.
How's it going?
I think the handshake needs to be done, bro.
We know where he gets his manners now.
I didn't know this was gonna happen.
On the fuck. I'm speechless. How are you, man?
I'm doing good. I've been just really focusing on my art lately.
Yeah.
I got like a whole brand new spark.
Yep.
Definitely.
That's good.
Because of you guys.
Oh, cool.
Oh, appreciate
And
it.
that's just because I was obviously always working
Yep.
and kind of ignoring my skill.
Yeah.
Right.
And now that I realize that I have something, and enough people have told me clearly that I need to do something about this, and so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try it. Try it out.
Good.
What's the worst that's gonna happen?
Right.
Nothing.
We love seeing it. I know we had a conversation before, not too long ago, but you know, I like that you're on your path. And no, sometimes it's a little low. That's fine. You have the community, just like Tony. Tony has a huge community, and I was glad and honored to be part of that community. And she embraces everybody. You know, as long as you're good. And there's lessons learned as always, and I thank you for that. But she taught me that, like, yo, as long as we have this community, we can showcase people, we can inspire people, we can spark people, and we're here for that. So thank you for continuing to do what you do. You know, I believe in it. I love what you do. There's people that don't understand it, and that's okay, because sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do for you. You know, and at the end of the day, some people will follow and some people won't, and that's all right, because you stay true to yourself. You know what I'm saying? So, big up to you, man.
Cheers, man.
Good stuff. You don't have a beer. You're fine.
It's
You're-
okay. Just
You're
pretend.
20. Yeah, there you go. So, is there anything else you got going on?
Well, I plan on doing a solo art show probably next year.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
So I'm gonna have a lot of time to start creating.
Good. Yeah.
And try to commit more to my art and
commit.
stop being afraid.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, the commitment, man. You gotta
The
commit to
fear,
yourself, bro.
yeah, the fear is high, but I mean,
It's either you're afraid doing it or not, right?
but with a good backbone of friends and family,
There you go.
they push you to do some things, that you are afraid to do usually.
Right.
Yeah.
But,
You're looking at like about a year for the show.
yeah,
Oh man, that's a lot of creating, man. That's a lot. That's
Yeah,
a
but
lot.
it's-
Of
maybe even less though. Who knows?
Hey.
We're here for it. We're gonna push it. Trust me. We're
Is
gonna
it-
keep get tabs on you and shit like that. So, we have a team. We have people. Anyways, but no, thanks again, and to Jorgie for doing his thing and for being here.
Thank you guys.
Hey, got the handshake. Hey. Good stuff. All right, so I guess the last and say the best for last. We'll have Tony come up real quick just to kind of be part of the wrap up. Tony.
I'm gonna make you guys project though, so everyone can hear.
There we go. So Mike
Me,
doesn't
me,
have
me,
an
me,
issue.
me.
Yeah, Mike doesn't have an
Perfect.
issue with that. He's pretty loud. I ain't gonna lie. So, but Tony,
Perfect.
thank you for being here.
Hi, thank you.
Exciting stuff going on with you. I was there. You had me, be a part of documenting Full Bloom.
Yes.
Which is, just tell them a little bit about that, if you don't mind.
So we had our Full Bloom fundraiser. I run a group called the Rope Collective. We do performance arts mostly, but we do all sorts of like community building and kind of, the same awesome ideology and theology behind the podcast of like uplifting really cool creative creators and movers and shakers. Because we are so used to being sucked dry of our soul in this capitalist wheel. So just kind of creating a artistic, creative, self-sustaining community where people are really being like valued for their gifts and their amazing abilities.
Right, yeah, man, and I love it. I love what I was there just seeing. Because I got to see a whole bunch of people just doing their thing, stay true to what they do, and just really, like you said, you create almost that same thing, that platform for people to show up, a safe space, and that's amazing, especially nowadays, and for them to just be themselves, and the audience that you had, they were happy to see it, they were happy to be a part of it, and so was I. So thank you for having me there. I love seeing your journey, from back when we first met until now. Both of us, I feel like we're like growing, and I can't wait to see what you do next. So is there anything you got going on?
So we just opened the studio here in Barrio Logan.
Congratulations.
And I'm just so happy. Our first home was here in Chula Vista, actually, Upright Citizen. If you don't know Sonia and Jonathan up the street, you should. They run an amazing vintage store, and they're right here on 3rd Avenue. And so when they moved into a smaller space during COVID and they didn't really have room to host us anymore, I was really sad about leaving Chula Vista, and we've kind of been bouncing around everywhere, so it's really nice to have found a place in Barrio Logan where we are back in the neighborhood and back at home. So we hope you come out and check out the space. We have tons of different kinds of events. I know we're called the Rope Collective, but if you just want to come for community events, we do a lot of stuff not rope related. So that's what I got going on.
Awesome. I hope you like the last, because you were the last episode on that season, and I feel like the progress, like I was saying to Graceful, I'm so sorry to Graceful, because I was still trying to figure out which direction we were gonna go in the podcast as far as promo and identity, but throughout that process, I feel like it felt natural just to kind of do yours, because I already became accustomed. I already found my rhythm, right? So it's so I really hope you did like it, bro.
Oh, I did. I loved it.
It's my insecurity.
No, and it's funny, you spoke about when you kind of first told me about the podcast, and I was like, yeah, that's cute, but see what y'all made of it has been, I'm so blown away just about from the effort, the people you got on, the conversations that were had, you really made it this beautiful cohesive thing that's not just cute anymore. It's it's really a beautiful project. Really.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah, I kind of had that feel when she was like, "Oh, that's cool. I like the dad pun."
Well, how many podcasts are there? Just
and I get it.
So
But I'm glad. I'm glad to have been a part of your growth. To be able to see it. And to be able to, just witness it. But two, I'm very appreciative to have you on. Like you said, we saved the best for last, I would say. But but for real, it's how we can support, you and just each other. To me, when I think the Rope Collective, when I think of Tony, I think community. And that's huge. And I love that. So thank you for being here, for your energy, for your time, and just keep doing your thing. So big up to Tony. So, hey, just real quick, I'm going to do a few shout outs just because we're already here. Yo, thanks for everybody that came out. Once again, Matt, Mike, you guys are doing an amazing job. One person that I do want to bring on that doesn't know it, and I don't care, they're going to come on. All right? You kind of have no choice, is my boy Christian.
What?
So, He didn't know.
He said, oh, shit.
So, and this is because I'm gonna give you just a quick story on Christian, because I believe that Christian is part of why I do what I do today. Christian, back in the day, used to work for the picture people. There it is. We had tickle sticks, we had funny hats, and all the gimmicks. If you've worked there before, or have seen this or been part of that, know what it is. Working there was definitely an experience and such a joy. But the biggest thing is when I remember Christian was the one who hired me. He gave me my interview. He said, all right, you're good to go. He's the one who trained me doing the photography thing. And to be honest, Christian, today I'm glad to have you here. I know we haven't spoken in a while. I was surprised that you were coming out. I'm not going to lie. Brother. But I also love what you're doing. And you decided to start your own business. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. But real quick before we get into that, I just want to thank you for the chance that you gave me and for the training that you did. And now I am a world-renowned photographer. I'm just kidding. No, but thanks to Christian. No, but I want to say thank you to you for being there, for always pushing me, for throwing me in those sittings with those children and just letting me do my thing, and for always making sure that I'm performing at a high level, I would say. So real quick, tell us about what you're doing now with your business.
I got to back up a second.
Okay,
I got to back up a second.
Let's back it up
because, and then you might have to remind me again because I forget quick. But
caipirinhas.
So caipirinhas.
Inside joke.
During that interview,
yes,
when you got hired at the Picture People, I asked you bring 3 things.
Yeah, I remember that.
To represent yourself.
Yes.
One of the things you brought was some sand, some dirt.
It was dirt. Yeah, it was dirt.
Some dirt.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who's this dude? What's this? And there were some other cool things.
I work landscaping. No.
Yeah. I was like, Mira?
Yeah.
And you said it was because you were down to earth.
Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Cornball.
So wait.
Yeah.
So
you remember?
Don't hate, bro.
I like that.
I remember bringing the record.
Yep.
The record was because I'm well-rounded.
Yep.
And then I forget the other thing.
The other thing, it was I think it was it was a project that you had done from school.
Yeah, it was like
about hip hop.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And I love hip hop
Yeah.
and that's kind of how we connected as well.
How old were you when that interview went down?
So it was at least,
I would say like 19, 20.
It was like 18, 19 years ago.
Look at you, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey.
But then yeah,
20 years ago.
I brought the piece of dirt, and because I said I'm down to earth, and that's what got him.
I was like, this dude's legit. So.
Yeah. Oh,
cheers.
Hey.
Cheers to that.
Yes,
cheers
sir.
to that. Cheers to that. Down to earth.
Shout out to the mailman.
That's a cool memory.
Shout out to the mailman. So, what I'm doing now, I started a company called Worth It Barbecue.
Worth it.
Yes, Worth It. And it's I smoke a bunch of food.
Yep.
Hook people up with it,
Yep.
and they like it.
Good.
And it's a trip because I work my 40-hour job,
yeah.
And usually that 40 hours turns to like 60, 70, and I'm pissed off all the fucking time.
That's okay.
At fucking
I bet a lot of people can relate.
You worked there for a minute?
I did.
You know.
Yeah, I know.
So the other day, yesterday, I was walking down the hall, mad because somebody didn't do their job. I had to cover their ass, and I'm working, and I'm like, man, this is garbage. I'm doing some stuff that I felt was below me, but it had to get done.
Right.
And I seen this homie that I hooked up the day before with a couple of big, fat, Worth It barbecue burritos.
There you go. Oh, damn, he got burritos.
And yeah, I got burritos. And I kind of gave him like a thumbs up, like a question, like, you good?
Yeah, is it good?
He goes, oh, my friend, it's so nice. I took it home, my wife, everybody's so happy. I love it so much. Thank you. And that's the homie Mariano. He's a good dude.
There you go. Shout out to Mariano.
Shout out to Mariano. But when that happened, I got this big ass cheesy smile to like here. I was so happy, and I'm walking out. I'm going, man, I feel good. And I just thought about that feeling between what I'm doing to get by.
Yeah.
This job.
Yep.
Versus the feeling I felt when somebody appreciated me.
Yes.
For what I love to do.
Yes, sir.
my smile was like,
Yeah.
I'm getting like all choked up thinking about it. It was legit. So yeah, that's what I do now. I do I work a lot of hours at work, but then I also I smoke some
food.
Some really good, really
good.
good.
Good ass ribs.
Some really good food.
Some worth it ass ribs. Yeah.
It's worth it.
Good. Well, thanks, Christian, for being here. Just showing up.
For sure.
For the memories that we had, for teaching me what you taught me then, and I'm so happy to have you on, and just to showcase what you're doing, and I'm so happy to hear that you're that people you feel appreciated, especially off of something you love, man. So we gotta get together. We gotta try that Worth It barbecue.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. So thanks, Christian, for being here. I appreciate you. Shout out,
Thank you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, man. So you can sip fine. You're good. You keep drinking your beer.
I'm good at that.
Yeah. So once again, I want to thank everybody that's been down since day one. From even before any audio, any video came out, anything like that. And thank you for rocking with us this long and showing up to the wrap up. So big applause to you for being here. Yeah. And shout out once to the Lemonade team, Matt, the co-producer. We have Mike, Pete, our social manager. Yeah, man. And for real, like honestly, just I want to thank everyone for being a part of it, for listening, for hearing me talk fucking on end forever at times, and the feeling that Christian is talking about. This is it right here, because I feel like what I built with the idea that I came to Mike a year ago. By the way, that idea is what was it? What'd you call it with the albondigas? It was
albondigas.
Yeah,
albondigas. I know about the albondigas.
But they were powered by albondigas because he made.
I told him. Because I made him some albondiga, caldo de albondigas, and it gave him, it inspired him right after we started talking about the podcast. So technically, this is my idea if you think about it.
Thank you.
Yeah, one more thing.
Looking out.
All right. Oh, one more thing.
Oh,
snap!
Hey!
We got cake. Oh, snap!
Yeah.
Oh, snap!
By the way, it's the host's birthday tomorrow.
Yeah, is it lighter? It might be. That's fine.
That's how we like it.
Hey, the lemons. Nah, you're good. That's all good. Thank you, Elise. Appreciate it. Elise, shout out to Elise for being the homie, for having us here.
Yeah.
Look, I turn 40 tomorrow.
Old.
Damn. I know.
Old.
But I make it. But we make it look good. So that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? Nah, but this right here, the dream, and to be able to be here with these people that are supporting us, and if you're watching us, streaming live, and when you hear this, I want you to just remember this moment, that no parties or anything like that are gonna do it for me, but this moment right here, that I'm able to share my dream and my vision with these people that appreciate this, like Christian said, that's one of the biggest and greatest gifts that I can receive. So thank you, who, if you're listening, if you're tuning in, anything you heard from when we started to this point on, keep doing your thing, keep going for yours, just like we are going for ours, and we'll see you on the next one, season 2. Hey. Yes, sir. Oh, come on.
To you, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Frank. Happy birthday to you.
Yay! Thank you. Hey, also, I celebrate all month, and I think everybody, if your birthday is, I'm just saying, if your birthday is on, whenever, celebrate all month. Shout out to Matt. Matt, it was Matt's birthday as well earlier this month, so happy birthday to Matt. Hey, Matt. Yeah. All right. Oh, the cake.
Oh, nice.
Have cake. Thank you again for being here. Appreciate y'all. Woo!
That's a wrap up.
You son of a gun.
anybody's picking up this on the microphone, oh yeah. This is like a secret message to everybody. Oh yeah. I'm here with Matt and Frank, the host. Oh yeah. These are all secret. These are all secret recordings. Oh yeah. Secret recordings. If anybody could hear me, these are all secret recordings. Oh yeah.